Hi everyone, let's pull up a chair and chat about this wild ride called Palworld. It's like someone cranked the dial on Steam's gaming oven to monster hit, because this game is sizzling hot right now. We've all seen games where you're playing Robinson Crusoe in Pixel Land, but Palworld, it's like that on some serious gaming steroids. Now let me spill the beans about its vibe. It's a bit like that game. Come on, you know the one I'm nudging at, but with a twist. Imagine you've crash-landed in a world where every critter, shrub, or pebble can be turned into your personal Lego set. You're building stuff like MacGyver on a desert island. But here's the kicker. Instead of regular old animals, you've got these wild anime-style buddies. And instead of evolving from a caveman with a stick to a knight in shiny armor, you go from zero to hero with shotguns and artillery like you're starring in an action movie. So, there I was, creating my alter ego in this oddly familiar world, expecting my promised Rambo arsenal. But hold your horses. It's not all guns blazing from the get-go. You start in your skivvies, playing the old-school lumberjack and miner, dreaming of the day you can swap your twig for a gun that Rambo would envy. But the reality check hit me harder than a slapstick comedy. Getting to that cool weaponry is like climbing a mountain in flip-flops. I slogged to level 6, dreaming of the big guns waiting at level forever away. Meanwhile, catching these pals is a whole other comedy show. You're out there, swinging a bat like you're in the major leagues, then throwing these not-so-subtly named pal spheres to snag these critters. The game's got this survival crafting recipe with a side of real-time Pokemon tossed into the mix. You're like a cross between a wilderness explorer and a bargain bin James Bond, armed with leftover gear from who knows where, playing catch with anime creatures and duking it out with the locals. There's big bosses and hidden secrets, but don't expect Shakespeare. The story's thinner than cheap toilet paper. When it comes to fights, don't expect a chess match. It's more like throwing your pal into the ring and hoping for the best, maybe taking a swing yourself if you're feeling gutsy. The combat? Well, let's just say it's not going to give Sun Tzu a run for his money. The real fun begins when you turn your pals into a mini workforce. It's like Animal Farm met a Saturday morning cartoon. They're doing everything from farming to frying eggs, and you're the benevolent overlord, free to roam while they keep the home fires burning. But let's chat about the real head-scratcher in Palworld, the tone. It's like the game can't decide if it's a cutesy critter collection or a survival horror flick. You've got adorable anime mascots decked out in military gear, like they're off to war. The game is like a weird dream where you can't decide if you're at a birthday party or a battlefield. There are moments in Palworld where you feel like you've stepped into a bizarro world. The pals, cute as buttons, are described as monsters by the NPCs. You've got sanity mechanics, a glossary filled with dark humor, and, get this, you can play Master Chef with your fallen pals. It's not exactly a vegan's dream game. Now don't get me wrong, Palworld isn't winking at you with its weirdness like some games. It's blissfully unaware, which makes it all the more bizarre. It's like watching a clown perform at a business conference. Oddly fascinating, but definitely off-kilter. But hey, even with its quirks, Palworld's strange charm is its best feature. I found myself chuckling at its absurdity, even if the joke was kind of on the game itself. Eventually, though, the novelty started wearing thin. The grind for resources felt like running on a treadmill, and the pretty world wasn't giving me enough reasons to keep exploring. Who knows, maybe these quirks will get ironed out as the game matures in early access. It's got a solid foundation, but for now, it's like a wild science experiment that's still figuring out what it wants to be. And with its booming popularity, I'm sure there's more to come. For now, Palworld is like that oddball at the party, hard to ignore and oddly memorable. And that wraps up our journey through the early access of Palworld. So what do you think about Palworld? Are you planning to jump into this vibrant world, or are you going to wait and see how it evolves? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like and subscribe to Quriosity for more gaming reviews, deep dives, and all things intriguing in the gaming world. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring more content like this to you. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you won't miss any of our future videos. And if you're looking for more content, check out some of our other videos popping up on the screen right now. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Quriosity adventurers.